Hey there, welcome to or welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name is Richard. I'm coming to you today from Jacksonville, Florida. Now it is currently spring break all over the country. It's a rolling spring break that goes on. Spring break 2025. And I was actually sitting on a cruise ship. I was on the Carnival Glory about 2 weeks ago. And I saw an interesting ad to relocate vehicles. We'll just go vehicles right now, from one side of the country to the other. Now, I have never done a cross-country road trip before. I know that's kind of weird. Problem is, right now, it's kind of hard to get free cruises out of Miami because everybody's coming to Miami where it's nice and cool to go on a cruise for spring break. So, as us gamblers and things like that, it's hard to get a free cruise from Miami. But I'm sitting on a cruise about 2 weeks ago, and I see an ad pop up that says, for $1 a day, you can relocate vehicles across country. And there was an opportunity to move a car in 10 days, well, to move a vehicle in 10 days from Miami, all the way up to Jacksonville, and then across to LA. And guess what? I found a cruise at the end of that. It was only $4. But what I'm going to tell you about right now is this company called iMova. Yeah, it's called iMova. I got this ad, and what they do is they partner with places that do one-way rental vehicles for RVs and camper vans and things like that. And that's what's gotten me to this Dodge Caravan I've got right here. And I've got a Dodge Caravan right here that has a bed in the back of it. Haven't really set this up yet, but I've got a Caravan with a bed in the back of it, and I am driving this guy. It's got a bed. It's got, believe it or not, a whole fold-out kitchen and everything on it. And I'm going to be driving this from the beginning of I-10, which it actually starts right over here. That's 95, but it turns into I-10 in Jacksonville. Driving it from the beginning of I-10 all the way to LA. Now, just to let you know, that is 1 day and 11 hours of driving, or 2,460 miles, and I'm giving myself slightly more than a week to do it. It is Saturday, March 22nd. On Sunday, March 30th. Yeah, Sunday, March 30th. I'm getting on a cruise in the port of LA, or I'm not. One way or another. So, this is day one of that journey. I've already been in St. Augustine a bit. I've been in Daytona a bit. But today, right now as you're watching, is the beginnings of this trip. We're going to get on the road. It's the southernmost transcontinental highway in the United States. I'm going to make my bed because I don't want to do that later. But the southernmost transcontinental highway in the U.S., we're going to ride it the whole way. So I hope you follow along. We're going to find some barbecue. We're going to find some beers. We're going to find some liquor. We're going to find everything along this road and see what I-10 has to offer. So come along. The sun is... I got about, 5:46, about 2 more hours of sunlight. So we're going to get some driving in, see where we wind up tonight, 70 more miles we have to go. But as of right now, let me just tell you, it is 2460. That's slightly, let's see, the full length of it is 2460.34. Hold on, Port of LA. Are we exactly right per GPS? Let's see, hold on. No way, it's exactly, it should be. Now we're going to verge off the road 2460, yeah. And I'll show you my location. 2,460 miles to the Port of LA. Yet I know it doesn't really end in the Port of LA, and we are 2,460.34 miles is the entirety of Interstate 10. Now I don't think there's a way to actually get into Interstate 10 directly. You just kind of verge off a highway and a new interstate gets created. So when that happens, I'll take you along. Let's try and get some driving done. We'll take a break and see where we wind up. About an hour and a half, 2 hours time. Come along. Some nights we'll sleep in the back of the van. And some nights we will run an Airbnb or a motel or something like that. I'm going to make the bed real quick because you must make your bed. We'll talk about everything that's included and everything like that. We'll talk about sometimes there are incentives that get you some extra gas and stuff like that to do this. But right now, yes, something you've never seen No Pants do before. He's literally, making a bed while it's still light outside because I want to get this done before the sun goes down this evening. So don't worry, It's only beginning. We'll stop a couple places tonight. Get up tomorrow morning. See if we can get out of Florida today. I don't know. Stay tuned. Got 6 hours till midnight. What's the phrase from the Blues Brothers? I'll have to find that. There's a famous phrase from the Blues Brothers I should be saying because I look like Jim Belushi. But come along as we take this caravan on the caravan across the southernmost transcontinental highway in the United States, US 10. All right, so there is our first Interstate 10 sign. I don't even think we're on it yet, but this is the beginnings of I-10. I-95 North, so it's towards I-10. We're not there yet. When I see the first I-10 sign actually on the highway, but we are getting on the highway. 2,460 miles, I think it was. 2,000.
Merge onto I-95 North.
And when I go around the different days of this, it's going to be 8 days that we're going to do this. So while I'm going around, I'll show you different things like my iPad I have set up here, like my Starlink I have set up there, because, you know, I'm doing this drive alone, but I'm not doing it alone. So, yeah, we're going to see in just a few seconds. We should come up on I-10. Here it is. I-10 West to Lake City starts in 1/2 mile. Exit only, baby. This is going to be my first time, my first cross-country road trip I've ever done. I know that's weird. Being in my late 30s, I've never done this before, but hold on. Let's get over one. Unfortunately, I don't have my normal self-driving car with me. But here we go. Lake City West. And the great thing is, once we're on this road, we don't really need Google Maps anymore than to tell us where we're going. Here we go. I-10 West.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
This is where the road starts. 2,460 miles in the next 7 or 8 days. I'd like to get to LA a little early, but who the heck knows? I brought this van from Miami, and we have just entered I-10, I'm pretty sure. Yep. I don't know why it's got crazy exit numbers already. Should be exit number 1. This is mile number 1 of I-10. Unless we're not on it yet. I'm waiting for a sign, because once I have that, we don't really need the GPS. We just need to make it all the way to the other side here. Yes, we're obviously going to use the GPS. Actually, I don't think we're on it yet. I-10 West to Lake City. The road just kind of origins out of nowhere. I know that seems kind of strange, but it's one of those roads that just pops up in Jacksonville. Can't really get on or...
Half a mile. Continue straight onto I-10 West.
Yes, and 1/2 mile, continue straight onto I-10 West. I will let you hear from my Siri. My Siri shall tell me. Here we go. Come on, Siri. Don't let me down.
Continue straight onto I-10 West.
And that's it. Lake City. Towards Lake City. Eventually that'll say towards Los Angeles. We are going to go through 8 states, a bunch of cities, everything over the next few days. Hopefully we'll make it out of Florida tonight, but I will let you know. Because we'll talk about that bed in the back. You can't really sleep at a rest stop in Florida, but at the other 7 states you can. So I'd like to get out of Florida tonight. We got about 2 hours till we can hit Jacksonville. So we're going to go till right before sundown. We are now on the southernmost interstate of the southernmost transcontinental interstate in the United States, and it totally needs a little bit of road work. You can see how wobbly it is, but they are doing that. So I believe we are there. We can set it and forget it, and I'll see y'all in a few hours' time for the next update. Probably the sun will be down by then, but we'll find a brewery, we'll find a tiki bar, we will find something. We're headed now from Jacksonville towards Tallahassee, cutting miles off that counter down the road. See you in a bit. Bye. All right, so we are out of the city. We are out of, where the hell did we leave? We left Jacksonville. We're headed towards Tallahassee. That's the next big city. And here's the rules to this road trip. Yes, it is currently the 22nd of March, 2025. I have a cruise leaving on the 30th of March, 2025. So I have quite a tight schedule for you to follow along with too. Today is going to be a bit of a truncated day, just merely due to the fact that, well, it's going to be a truncated day, really due to the fact that, we're starting late in the day. We started about 6 o'clock. It's currently 6:39. It's about 40 minutes into this drive on the highway. I did pick a brewery called the Deep Brewing Company. Now, I don't want to go more than 5 miles off of this highway, so I'm going to go down the highway, the 2,400 miles, but to get to somewhere, unless it's a major tourist attraction that I must go to, I don't want to go more than 5 miles off this highway, and I shouldn't have to. Here's why. They built out this highway and attractions popped up alongside of it. So we are headed towards Tallahassee now. Again, you got to stop every few hours and might as well stop and taste the whole brewery. I looked at the breweries in Tallahassee, and this was the highest rated brewery, rated 4.9 stars. Also, as much as possible on this trip, I'd like to not pay for parking. So, yeah, I'd like to not pay for parking. So what that means is I'm going to try and go to some more obscure places that you haven't heard of. A Deep Brewing Company. Sounds interesting. So we're going to go to Deep Brewing Company. We'll try a couple, we'll talk about it, take a little quick tour of it, but then we're going to make a whole separate video trying all their beers and seeing what's good and stuff like that. I looked. They have some really interesting looking beers on the Deep Brewing Company menu. And yeah, I do have a fridge hiding out in the back, which I'm going to turn on, because we got to get it going. But yeah, this has turned into just a nice little 2-lane highway, which goes all the way across the country. I assume, I've never driven this highway before, I assume it gets larger. Oh, I'm using my turn signal, I know. My favorite joke, one of my favorite jokes, you know what the most thankless job in the world has to be? The guy who makes sure that the guy who makes sure that turn signals work on a BMW. Because ain't nobody that drives a BMW uses turn signals.
There are police reported ahead.
So I'm going to put this down, and it says there are police reported ahead. And see you in a little bit as we're going to the Deep Brewing Company. Stick around. Got two or three more stops tonight, because we're just going to keep going. We got to get going west. That's all I'm saying. Get going west. Well, that was cute. We just passed over the Swany River, and there was a little sign that said, "You're passing over the Swany River," and it also had it in music notes, if you know the song. I think that's somewhere that runs between Florida and Georgia. The way up down on the Swany River. I don't know the words. All I know is the Swany River. And the sun's going down. The thing I didn't predict, I have my sunglasses in my other bag. I have to bring them out if I'm going to drive tomorrow evening. I think tomorrow evening, we're going to wind up in Biloxi. I've been mapping and studying and, believe it or not, editing while driving. I shouldn't say that out loud, but yeah, iMovie is so easy. I've moved it over to my phone and I'm editing while driving. I think we're going to Biloxi tomorrow in the later evening, because Biloxi's not going to close. So, that's one of those things. Everything closes early on Sunday nights, except a town full of casinos. So Biloxi, Mississippi seems to be where we're going. That's our end goal. It's a 4-hour drive from the Deep Brewery we're going to. It's a 4-hour drive from there. 4-hour drive from there. So we'll make that drive and we'll get into Biloxi tomorrow night. Pretty sure that's an easy place to stop. I think tonight we're going to stop at one of these rest areas here for a couple hours, but it really just depends how we do after we take down that deep brewery, I think it's called. I don't remember the name. Let me cancel. The Deep Brewing Company. So we've probably got it's a Deep Brewing Company. We're about an hour out. We've probably got another 45 minutes of light. It's only 15 minutes of driving in the dark to get to this brewery. Had a couple beer samples and some moonshine and some liquor samples this morning, but tomorrow, the thing is, I had to get on the road today. Tomorrow we're going to take a much slower pace, and we're going to stop along the way, check out a lot of different things. Hopefully we'll hit 2 or 3 places tonight. But yeah, we're going to go to an area like this tonight because we have the camper van, we have all that. I do need to go by a gas station and I have a fridge, but I haven't filled it with anything yet. Because last night, if you're a fan of the channel, I was actually staying with a friend of the channel, Tig Old Biddies. So I didn't get a chance to go shopping. Did a bunch of tourist attractions today in St. Augustine, as well as Jacksonville, which are before we started on this I-10 road trip. But for today, the first town we're hitting outside of Jacksonville is Tallahassee, with some breweries. Maybe we'll find a tiki bar. I don't really know what's going to go on there, but that is part of the fun. So another 45 minutes or so of sunlight. I will let you know, again, like I said, I've got my Starlink here. I've got YouTube TV playing right there. I've got my map because this is a Dodge Caravan. It doesn't have a navigation system. So I got an iPad on a little arm over there, and I don't trust cellular connectivity. I probably should. This is the main thoroughfare, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to have my laptop and everything like that. Let's just run a Starlink. So there's a Starlink Mini with, obviously with in-motion access. I've been as high as 90 miles an hour. Still connecting, no problem. Editing, uploading, all that of the sorts. So I will see you at the Deep Brewing Company, which is one of the first breweries coming up, which is really on I-10. There was another one that was not on I-10. It was on another extended road. This is less than 3 miles off of I-10. Well, this is less than 5 miles. It's about 2 miles off of I-10. So we're trying to stick to stuff that's right off of I-10. So stick around. We're going to do breweries. We're going to do mooses, mises, all kinds of fun stuff like that. See you in a bit. All right, so that is our first western-facing sunset as we go the actual speed. There was went a little over. So you'll see that western-facing sunset right there. We've got 7 more of those, and then we'll be on a cruise for number 8, hopefully. On the west coast of the U.S., we're going to Catalina Island in Mexico on that cruise. But yeah, we've got, and that's on the Carnival Firenze, their Italian cruise ship. But yeah, there's the sunset right there. We're not on the ocean, so we're not going to see a flash or anything like that, but there it is, El Sunseta. Still headed towards that brewery in Tallahassee. See you there. Right, so I just tried 9 different beers here from the Deep Brewing Company, which is within my purview of being free parking and less than 5 miles off the road of I-10. I really don't know how I'm going to make it where I need to make it, but you know what? Fuck it. We'll do it. This is actually, it is currently end of March 2025, and they have a Deep-toberfest. This is an extra bonus clip here. I did 9, 10, whoever knows how many other different beers in a flight, but Deep-toberfest is good. The only thing better than their Deep-toberfest is their wetsuit. Since it is since it was winter until 2 days ago, winter warmer, it's wetsuit. That is a fantastic beer. But we're in Tallahassee. I think we're gonna hit up another brewery tonight. Why? Because we can. That's why. Because we can. We're gonna hit up another brewery tonight. And then maybe a craft, I don't know. No, we got to make it over to Panama City Beach tomorrow to check out the Ripley's and some other stuff over in Panama City Beach. But, and so we're going to go over to Panama City Beach early. And then we're going to try and get to the USS Alabama, I think in Mobile, Alabama. And then we'll wind up in the evening, we'll wind up in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we're going to hit Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi tomorrow. This is wild. 3 states, 1 day. It's like 2 girls, 1 cup. That's all I'm saying. And you know what I like about the staff here? I'm not gonna lie. Day drinking on the job. I used to do that all the time. I am a big fan of drinking on the job. Look, you guys watch these videos. I make money when you watch these videos. I write off my beer. This beer is basically free through the U.S. tax code, my friend. And just remember, I'm just a little cooler. See, we got at least 1 more place to go. We're gonna go to Ology later tonight, so stay tuned for that. And I'll see you at Ology, which is 9 minutes away. But I gotta finish this Oktoberfest here first, so see you in a bit. Hey, No Pantsers, we're at Ology Brewing Company. We've already done a lot of drinks here. 10, 11, 12. Talked about them. They're actually all been good, depending on your taste. I've got a margarita here. Or, you know, they call it here a bargarita. And there's a really nice warehouse district right here. And we're, I've not seen any security or patrolling or anything like that. My Dodge Caravan parked over there. I'm gonna throw up the blackout shades, and yeah, no one's coming by there for tonight. Yeah, it saves me a couple $100 in the hotel. Sorry, guys. Well, we'll talk inside the van so you can understand what's going on. Let's see if I get a Wi-Fi password here to keep it rolling for the night. Just trying to say, but yeah, Ology Brewing Company, good place to go to. Close it out in the van, but it's a good night. And then we gotta get going west tomorrow. Westward bound. St. Augustine, no, Augustine, fuck that. Panama City Beach, already passed, and Mobile, Alabama. See you there. But we'll close it up back in the van. Stay tuned. Hey, look, I'm leaving Ology Brewing Company. There's a van in here. There's a lot of vans here. There's one van here with my name on it. It's not a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't want to be suspected. I should probably back my van in. But I'm not going to do that, guys. This is Richard from No Pants Profits saying, you know what? It's cool enough outside. I'm going to roll my van window down. Oh. We got a van here. Everything we need to have a sleep early in the day. We put the sheets on, everything like that. So Richard from No Pants Profits saying, when you wear no pants and you wake up before sunrise the next day, the only thing you have loose is your shirt. See you tomorrow. Panama City Beach, a couple places like that. I don't have a blackout for the night. So Richard from No Pants Profits saying, have a great one. Bye-bye. And when you wear no pants, first day on our I-10 road trip, all you have to lose is your shirt or your camera holder. Have a great one. Bye. Hey there. I don't know if we wrapped up last night. I had a nice little rest back there. Got to remake the bed. And headed to God, where am I headed to? West. I will see you once I get changed and everything like that for day 2. But for day 1 of this adventure, we are done. Got some ideas of where we're headed. We're going to the USS Alabama. We're going to go other places like that. But I will see you in the next video for the next day. Great one. Bye.